One of us. One of us. One of us. One of us. Global gobble.
They're going to make you one of them. My peacock.
Kick all these foreigners out. The whole country is made of foreigners. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Shut up. Honestly, shut up, Donald Trump. We don't need you anymore. Goodbye.
Very worried about America. I think it's a critical moment for democracy on the most basic level. Things are getting so grave, it's getting harder and harder to make fun of the subject without feeling like you're normalizing it. Equally angry at Republicans and Democrats. Angry at Democrats because they're not fighting hard enough.
They have a very cute little joke, you know. A big fat slob. I don't talk about people being fat. I refuse to talk about the fact that he's a fat slob. I don't mention it.
And Donald Trump is the Wizard of Oz. He is the guy. It's a man, he plays Monopoly with real fucking buildings. This is a scary man. And he owns all these beauty pageants, Miss America, Miss Universe. Fucking catch and release program for him. This is a man who said, my daughter is hot. Even people in Arkansas went, that's fucking wrong.
We know what fascism looks like. It was round the corner, and it will be again. This relationship between Europe and America will never be the same again. What is irrational? To rip these life support systems out of the walls of so many people's lives. We're all trying to do calculations. Bill Gates says 1 million children will die. Who would want that?
The word Trump will be on the screen, and it'll be, what has he done now, while you're having your morning coffee. And spend the rest of the day, did you see what he did now? Did you hear what he did now? And basically every morning I've woken up and given this idiot my whole day. It's America's fault for the Electoral College. I think people don't even realize how much of it is that is the problem, is the Electoral College made this happen, but nobody wants to acknowledge that, admit it, and change it. And the people who couldn't change it were brought into power because of the Electoral College, so they're not going to change it. Kick all these foreigners out. The whole country is made of foreigners. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous, you know.
I'm a citizen. I live here. I live in this country, and I live in the world. I'm a citizen of the world. So I get a little pissed off when I see inequity. It's always bugged me. Constantly talks about money and how and his wealth and other wealth, and it's just so frightening. People standing on a tarmac waiting for a person saying, "I'm one of you."
One of us, Google gobble. One of us, we accept that. One of us. 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 One of us.
Watch me fly in on my jet, and the amazing thing is people go, "He's one of us."
One of us, Cuba Gobble, one of us.
Okay, that's really creepy.
One of us, one of us.
Donald Trump is destroying our country and everything we care about. We need leaders who will solve problems, leaders who will fight against systemic racism and inequality.
Now, a person who is a convicted, so many things. Let's say convicted predator. Let's say that.
I love Trump because he's done things that no one else could do.
Yeah.
He did.
Absolutely.
And you know what it is?
What's that?
He got Joe Biden elected.
You going to vote for him?
For Trump?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No.
I thought you loved him because of what he's done.
It's a joke.
Right.
Trump, if you couldn't get any more retarded if you tried. You know how he makes fun of retards?
You don't recognize the strength of Donald Trump.
I recognize the devil.
The what?
The devil.
He wanted Jesse Ventura, trying to convince him to be his vice presidential running mate to run for the Democratic, for presidency. I sat there and I listened to this guy.
Here's the good news. I'm very rich. I don't need anybody's money. It's nice. I'm really rich.
I'm the most successful person ever to run.
Go on and on about everything he owned and how much money he had.
Fortunately, I'm very rich. So I have a total net worth, and now with the increase, it'll be well over $10 billion.
But either way, he goes on, and it was so demoralizing listening to this guy that I just had to walk outside and take a deep breath for a while.
I'm not doing that to brag, because you know what? I don't have to brag. I don't have to, believe it or not.
He says, I'm worth about $4 billion, but I know that when I die, my children are going to fight over it. He's like a boxer who does all the name calling and all the grandstanding and the self-promoting, and yet he can't box.
You mentioned at the end of the ringer, Agent Orange sending a Secret Service to your house.
Because Agent Orange just sent the Secret Service to meet in person to see if I really think of hurting him.
They came to my studio, yeah.
Okay.
And they were just basically asking me questions about my lyrics to see what the intent was behind them, and if I was making a actual threat. I got backlash for the Trump cipher, and at least when this is all said and done, maybe I can just be on the right side of history. The thing that pissed me off the most, the Kaepernick thing. And when that happened and how he kept changing the narrative and kept changing the narrative. Like really? Nike supports people who kneel for the anthem. At this point, seriously, you gotta be a moron to think that that's just what it's about and it's that fucking cut and dry. There's a meaning behind this and there's real pain behind this. And you're burning a pair of shoes?
How can anyone call themselves a patriot or an American if you re-elect a president that doesn't govern, respect, or represent half of our country? So you either worship the Confederate flag, which is not our flag, and it never will be, or you're a hypocrite that doesn't actually understand the meaning of patriotism or what it means to be an American.
There were Republicans that I never questioned that their sincerity or their belief in the American system. And I think with the administration the way it's been, I think I'm not sure the man has took his oath seriously to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. From my perspective, is that there is fear and outrage and xenophobia has been commoditized. It's turned into the bigger trademark for how America puts itself out in the world. I think the United States of America is the promised land, the closest the world has ever gotten to a true promised land. This election is about whether or not we, the people of the United States, are going to promote the general welfare and provide for the common defense. We need a brand of guidance, and we need a brand of common sense, and we need a brand of selflessness that has not been on display.
Hatred of immigrants, contempt for the truth, greed, and the abuse of power. We are fighting those same evils today. And we need to be clear, shamelessness is not and will never be a superpower. It is the mark of a villain. Kidnapping children is not what great nations do. Almost half of America at this moment believes there is a sinister deep state diabolically plotting to what? Give them health care? We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is, or what the truth is. So tonight, I'd like to dedicate this award to those who remind us of our virtues, who remind us of the truth.
I will tell you something because I am a sexual assault survivor. Trump the other day was speaking in a rally and he said, she has no memory of how she got to the party. Should we trust that she remembers the assault? And the answer is yes. And I also know that this woman is smart because she's a psychologist. If someone is assaulted or experiences trauma, there is scientific proof. The brain changes. What it does is it takes the trauma and it puts it in a box and it files it away and shuts it so that we can survive. It can cause body pain. It can cause, baseline elevations in anxiety. It can cause complete avoidance of wanting to even remember or think about what happened to you. But what I believe that I have seen, when this woman saw that Judge Kavanaugh was going to be possibly put in the highest position of power in the judicial system of this country, she was triggered and that box opened. She was brave enough to share it with the world, to protect this country.
Trump does not understand anything about humanity, people. He has no empathy. I don't know what he is, but he's an alien, and he wants to hurt this country. It's something deeply psychological in him. He wants to hurt people. He wants to hurt this country.
We're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down. We're going to walk down anyone you want, but I think right here we're going to walk down to the Capitol.
He wants to hurt this country. He doesn't care. And what saddens me the most, upsets me the most, is that people follow him and they think and they kiss his ass and they look up to him. And I don't understand it. I don't understand the people in his cabinet, some of them, Rubio, how they can live with themselves.
They're going to make you one of them, my peacock.